Welcome back to the Einstein Bots for Salesforce Admins video series. In this video, I'm going to cover how to enable bots in your Salesforce org, where object access is at, and the actual basics of setting up a bot. So let's go ahead and get started. I am currently in a Trailhead playground. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Einstein Bots. Depending on how old your org is, you may have to contact customer service or your rep if there's additional terms and conditions that you need to accept. So down here, I've got the option to create a new bot. Let's go ahead and do that. There's two different options, standard bot or enhanced bot. I'm going to do a standard bot for this demo since we're talking about basics and best practices. Standard bot can do quite a bit. Enhanced bot, I'm sure there's more specific things that you can do, but standard should cover most use cases. We're going to start from scratch. You can also use templates, but starting from scratch will really give you an idea of how to create this thing. We're going to call this thing demo bot because this is a demo and this is a bot, and we're going to do it in English. So let's talk about the welcome message really quick. There's really two camps on bot creation. There's the best practices and correct way to do it, and then there's the incorrect way to do it. Best practices is to be forthcoming with the fact that this is a chatbot. So saying something like I'm demo bot or a digital assistant, or just making it known that this is a chatbot. The incorrect way is to pretend that your chatbot is a person and that the person interacting with your bot is actually interacting with a person. There's a few things that are wrong with that. Fundamentally, you're creating distrust with your brand. So people, you're not going to come across as trustworthy or honest, which is a bad customer experience. And not only that, but it's just really frustrating as somebody interacting with a chatbot who doesn't realize it's a chatbot, and then all of a sudden it's a chatbot. So just something to keep in mind. That's just do the right thing. Menu items. So menu items, we're going to be able to edit these more once we're in the builder. The use case that I'm going to use for the sake of this video series is a restaurant chatbot. So what's the status of my order? Create a new order. And there is an issue with my order. I've never worked in the restaurant industry in the capacity where it would make sense to have a chatbot. So don't take this as the absolute correct way to do this. If you are in the restaurant industry, this is just an example so that you can see how to build a chatbot and how flows connect to the chatbot. So we're going to go ahead and hit next. So this is just a warning message that ultimately lets you know that you cannot have multiple chatbots pointed at the same deployment. However, you can have one chatbot pointed at multiple deployments. So what this means is if I wanted to create 3 different chatbots and point them at the same thing, I can't do that. However, if I want to create one chatbot and I want to have that bot support our mobile app, our website, and our Facebook Messenger, for example, those are 3 different deployments, and that one chatbot can support those 3 deployments and create one unified experience across all 3. We've got everything done here that we need, so let's proceed. And finish. So a new tab loaded for Einstein Bot Builder. I'm going to get into all of this in future videos, but I do want to jump back into setup really quick and go to permission sets. There's 2 different ways within the chatbot that you can drive object access. There's this permission set, which is my preferred way of doing it, or you can have the chatbot's access mirror a user. The problem with that is, for one, users move on. So if the user has to be deactivated, there goes your chatbot access. For 2, if you add permission sets to the user down the road, or object access in some way to the user down the road that you don't necessarily want the chatbot to have, now the chatbot's got access. So this permission set right here, sfdc.chatbot.service.permset, is ultimately where you can set that access and not have it reference a user. So when I jump back into the bot builder, I'm going to take a very quick look here at the overview. This is where we can see the bot's name, description, type of bot, the language, last modified. You can also add additional languages. There are limits on this. It's just based on whatever Salesforce has that's out there. Connections. So these are the deployments that you can do. Let's go ahead and add one now. We're going to do a chat connection, and our deployment is demo button. There is the option to either require an agent to be online or not. It just depends on if you want the really what you want your chatbot to do. So if I want my chatbot to gather a bunch of information and then transfer over to a human, then I would require an agent to be online. If I want to build my bot to be able to fully support operations 24/7, then I'm not going to check this box. We're not going to check that box in this instance. You can see it here. If I change my mind down the road, I can edit, I can select it. There are settings for the bot response delay. So let's go in here. If I do custom, the default is 1.2 seconds. Personally, I feel like that's okay. You can make it so that it responds immediately, which is a really creepy experience, or you can make it 3 seconds in between every response, which is a lifetime. I would not recommend that personally, but it's your bot. You can do whatever you want. Log conversations, so you can store bot conversation data the same way you would store a chat transcript. In the last video of this series, I'm going to cover how to do all of that with a custom object. I personally like that a little bit more, just because you can really have analytics and data to quantify what your bot's doing and how people are interacting with your bot. So this is an option, though. You can store that transcript data. And then this is where you can either have the chatbot reference a user or a permission set. Right now it's on the basic chatbot user, which means the permission set. So with that all being said, make sure to tune into the next video. We're going to talk about dialogues. Thanks.